Yeah, Ian Post, he's been released. He's good to go. He'll be playing next game. I am still waiting to find out about Hoff, though. I've got to go. I'm getting another call here. Hello? Yes, doctor? Okay, and the prognosis? Oh, thank you, Jesus. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 22 at the Berlin Flamingos on the Baseball Journeyman. And today we are playing the Paderborn Untouchables, and I'll show you why in just a second, we can essentially seal ourselves a division today. We have secured a wild card. We will be going to the playoffs this season. But the big news, the positive news, is that Tyler Benninghoff, ended up being nothing really wrong with him. He was tired. He had a sore arm. So he's had a couple of days off. He's raring to go, and he will be starting today's game. And it is just good to know that finally something this season in terms of injuries has gone our way, which is absolutely brilliant. Let's have a quick look at the home screen here. And one thing you will notice in the lineup is Ian Post. He's had one game for us. Didn't do too bad, just the 6 RBIs in his first game back from injury. So yeah, that's excellent stuff to see him back. But you can see, just in general, everybody is doing very, very well indeed. Now let's have a quick look at the schedule, and then I'll run you through a few records that have happened. And we have won every game since last episode, and we've won every game more or less very, very well as well. First up here, we had the Bond Capitals, 19-2. We dismantled the Bond Capitals. The star of this one, all the bats, but Gomez, a complete game, 2 earned runs, excellent stuff from him. Stars with the bat, you can see everybody kind of did their job with hits and RBIs, which was good to see. That brings us on to the new boys, the Erfurt Sun Devils. Now, this was actually quite a close game until we got to their bullpen. And then we could see we did kind of run up the score a little bit late. There was a Cabina Grand Slam in here in the 6th, so part of that 5 runs was a Cabina Grand Slam. If we have a look here, where is he here? We've got 4 RBIs for Cabina, 4 RBIs for Mills Jr. There was a familiar face on the mound for them. No, not this one. Am I in the right game here? We'll soon find out, won't I? But Stoltz came in to start in place of the injured Hoff and did a decent job. 5.2 innings, only 2 earned runs. I thought he did okay. No, I am in the right game. It's the next one where we had a familiar face on the mound, and this one got even more out of hand. We again just ran up the score, 30-4. The stars in this one, Friedendorfer with 7 RBIs, which is absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, everybody did their part, as you would imagine, in a scoreline of 30-anything. And on the mound for them was Antigua. Of course, with us last season, and unfortunately for him, it wasn't a happy return to Berlin. He got absolutely taken to pieces, as did the rest of his friends in the bullpen there. So, really, really good performance, that one. Then we played the Solheim Alligators. Tied to series, this one, actually. Game 1 here, again, this was still a Stoltz start. He did quite well, just giving up the 1 run, and it was actually a home run. I think might have even been the leadoff man for them. But after that, it was lights out, just the 1 hit in the game. And we just kind of chipped away at them, to be honest. Stoltz went 7 innings, 1 hit, 1 earned run, which was a bit of a shame for him, and the 1 walk as well with 13 strikeouts, and Gorsh came in and closed it out. Yeah, it was just a good performance from us, that one. And game 4, again, we were just a little bit too good for them. Then we played Cole. Now, we've had a bit of trouble against them in the past, but not on this occasion. Game 1 here was, again, a tight game until we got to the 6th, and then we just unleashed on them. And that was basically coincided with their bullpen coming into the game. Well, actually, you can see there that a lot of it was the starter, but you know what I mean. I think he was just done. This was Hoff's return. He didn't miss a beat coming back. 2 hits, 1 earned run, 12 strikeouts. Wonderful stuff from Hoff. And then at the second game of this series, this got a little bit silly. 35-1, 10 runs in the third, amongst other things. You can see here, there was records broken. Cabina with 2 3-run home runs. Burra had 7 RBIs. Cabina had 8. That was a new club record. 8 RBIs in a game was a club record for Cabina. Post came in, his first game, got 6 RBIs. Friedendorfer had 5. It got a little bit silly. It really, really did. And Gomez, amongst all that, complete game, 1 earned run, 6 hits, just good. So that brings us to where we are now with our series against the Paderborn Untouchables. And if you have a look here, we've both already secured ourselves our postseason berth. If we can beat them, as long as we draw this series, but if we can win today, 3 games clear, we have 1 game against them. The rest of the league we appear to have more than covered. So I'm going to say we win game 1 today, and that's going to be us divisional champions for the first time, which would be absolutely just be incredible. Absolutely incredible. Now, there is some records we need to catch you up on. The first of which is RBIs. Now, we currently have 2 players joint on a record amount. 2 players have broken the previous record. Leo Burra and Friedendorfer both have 47, which is a new club record. The league record is 58. So they both need 12 to break the league record. And with 6 games to go, you'd kind of back them on their current form. So that's absolutely massive. And the other record that's been broken is Drew Campbell, all-time walks. Now, he's been here, look at that, 268 plate appearances, 93 walks. He's done it in almost, is that maybe literally half the time of the previous record. He's a walking machine. He is the treadmill of the, he's the new treadmill anyway, new Brandon Nimmo. So that's 2 records that have been broken there. So excellent stuff. All right, let's go and have a look at the lineups for this massive game against the Untouchables. Alright, and this is it. Drew Campbell leads us off in left field. Burra bats second at second. It is Ian Post back in the lineup in right field batting third. Kai Kabina bats a clean up at first base. Friedendorfer bats 5 at third base. Kyle Asher is in catching for this one. Byron Mills Jr. needs a rest, so in comes Kyle Asher. Reese Coleman, the designated hitter, he continues in that role. Our 16-year-old. Is he still 16 or has he turned 17 now? No, he's 17 years old now. He continues as a DH batting 7. Vockel in centre field bats 8. Nico Kenapin, the shortstop, bats number 9. Benninghoff back on the mound. He's going to hopefully get a job done for us here. Up against Jacob Howell for them. He looks a decent-ish pitcher. ERA, though, of 4.86. A whip of 136. ERA plus of 112. A WAR of 1.3. So he's decent. Let's hope we can well and truly overpower him here, though. And here we go. Drew Campbell to lead us off against Jacob Howell. Campbell batting 427 this season on a hot streak. Walking for fun. And let's see what he can do to get us underway here. As I said, as long as we sort of don't lose this game or this series, I'm going to say we're pretty much there. Nobody else seems to be able to get too close. It does just take one bad game, and obviously the Untouchables have already beaten us once this season as Drew Campbell gets us underway with the ground out there to first. But we're playing well right now. Leo Burra comes in to bat second. He's batting 444 this season. 2-1's the count. Leo Burra gets a good piece of it, but straight to right field. And that'll be 2 away. And it brings up Ian Post. A first look at him on the channel in a Flamingos shirt. He is batting 600 because we saw him playing for, who was he at previously? He might have even been at the Untouchables. And he draws a walk to start things off. Our first base runner of the game. Where was he previously? He was at the Untouchables, so up against his former club. Big day out for Ian Post. And it's going to be Kai Kabina now, batting 464 this season. Runner at first. Post is going. They've read him like a book, and he still gets there. Well, well, well. Kai Kabina. What can he do? I'm going to cough. Oh, sorry about that. It might not be done yet. But that's probably a cat hair down the throat. Kai Kabina strikes out. That ends the top of the first. Benninghoff to the mound to face McDonald, who's batting 500 this season. Let's see what Hoff can do with him. Full count on the leadoff man. Come on, Hoffy boy. Come on. And he does issue the leadoff walk to the Untouchables. Shalday comes in now. He's batting 455 this season. 0-1, and he's hit him. And that's 2 on, no one out. Come on, Hoff. Come on, you're better than this. Lewin comes in now. He's batting 410 this season. 3-0's the count. Hoff, what are you doing to me, mate? What are you doing? He's loaded the bases with no one out. And it is Bendrian coming in, batting 333 this season. 1-1's the count. And it's going to stay in. Post is out there. He doesn't have the greatest arm in the world, but I tell you what, it's not too bad. What a throw that is from Ian Post. Gets the man at the plate. It's a double play. And just like that, we might be able to get ourselves out of this. And it's all thanks to Ian Post. We brought him in for his offense. His defense there was amazing. Applevic comes in, batting 267. 0-2's the count. Come on, Hoff. Oh, that is stunning. That is stunning. We're teasing them. We're teasing them in the first. It's Howell to continue to Friedendorfer, who's batting 333 this season. 0-2's the count on him. Come on, Friedendorfer. And that is a strikeout for Friedendorfer. Brings up Kyle Asher to the plate. He is batting 368 this season. 2-0 is the count. No one on, of course. Asher gets a good piece of that into right field, and that will be a one-out single for our catcher. That brings Reese Coleman to the plate, our youngster, batting 324 this year, having a decent debut season. He strikes out there, though. That's going to be 2 away. And it's going to bring Marcel Vockel up, batting .333 this year. Let's see what he can do with the runner at first and 2 out. 1 and 2's the count. And Vockel strikes out, and this is looking as though it's going to be a tough day at the plate for us, doesn't it? Benninghoff to continue to Evers, who is batting .337 this season. 1 and 2 is the count. Have him, Hoff. There we go. Hoff is coming up on a milestone. Coming into this game, he had 290 strikeouts for the Flamingos. So my mathematical powers tell me he gets 10 in this game. His 10th strikeout will be his 300th for the club, which is absolutely amazing. But that's going to be a 1-out single for Hansen, and it's going to bring Jacobson to the plate, who's batting .198 this season. 2 and 2's the count. Have him, Hoff. It could be a double play. Brewer has it. Over to the shortstop. Who's shortstop? Anyway, it is a double play. Who's at shortstop? Oh, Kenapin, of course it is. Over to first base, Kabina, and that'll end the second. Kenapin to lead us off now. He is batting .377 this season. He's doing a really, really good job of things. He has 2 home runs to his name as well, but that is going to be a ground out and 1 away to start off the top of the third. It's going to bring Drew Campbell back up. 0 for 1 he is, of course, today. Let's see what Campbell can do. 3 and 2 is the count, a full count as it's otherwise known. Drew Campbell gets a decent piece of that. And that's going to be a 1 out, at least a double. He's quick. Could he turn it into a triple? He could. And that is a 1-out triple for Drew Campbell. He now needs 2 more triples to break a single season record at the club. Let's see if Leo Burra, who of course is a home run RBI machine, I should say, this season, can he do anything? No, he strikes out for 2 away. And that brings Ian Post in with a chance to drive in a run. 1 and 2's the count. Post. He strikes out as well, and we stay scoreless through 3 innings, and let's see what Hoff can do in the bottom of the innings. Hefner comes in, and Hoff start things off with a walk for us. Not ideal. Logan Porter comes in now. He's obviously come in for an injury that I've missed somewhere there. He's batting .457 this season, or did he start the game? Anyway, maybe he did walk first time up. It's another full count. Hoff is working his pitch counts up here. That's going to drop in, and yet again we're going to find ourselves 2 on, no 1 out. And is Hoff going to be able to dodge a bullet second time around? Sade comes in. He walked last time up as well, of course. 1 and 2's the count. There's a strikeout for Hoff. That's 1 away. Excellent stuff. Lewin comes in now. He walked last time up as well. Another full count from Hoff. And he's walked another one to load the bases with 1 out. Benninghoff, mate, you're killing me here. It's Bendrian who is 0 for 1 today. He popped it up last time for Porter. Not Porter, what's his name? Post. Can Post do his same trick again and throw the men out the plate? Not on this occasion, and we do this time fall behind. And it's Benninghoff to Appelvich, who is 0 for 1. Another full count from the Hoff. And another strikeout for the Hoff as well. But his pitch count is getting up there. We fall behind in the third, and it's Kubina to lead us off in the top of the fourth. He's 0 for 1. Let's see what he can do. 3 and 0's the count. Kubina gets himself on base. Excellent stuff. Friedendorfer now. He is 0 for 1 today. 1 and 1's the count. Friedendorfer hits into a double play. Oh, you idiot. And that is 2 away. And are we going to see yet again the Untouchables inflict a defeat on us? Asher comes in. He's 1 for 1 today. The backup catcher. 2 out, no 1 on, and that is going to do it for the innings. Oh, it's an error. They've thrown it away, and Ash is going to find himself at second, and suddenly, with 2 out, it should be innings over, but we have a man in a scoring position. And it's going to be our youngster, Coleman, with a chance to drive in this run. He's 0 for 1 today. 1 and 2 is the count. Come on, Reese boy. He gets hit. Disgusting. He's only a child. He's injured on the play as well, and we've had to take him out of the game. So David Kosh comes in to be the designated hitter. Marcel Vockel now, who's 0 for 1 with a chance to drive in runs. Full count, 2 out, 2 on. And another walk, and it brings up Kenapin. Can he do it? A loaded bases. Sometimes, Meg, sometimes. All right, come on, Kenapin. First pitch, swing. What can he do? Kenapin gets it through. That's going to tie it up. Is it going to give us a lead? We're coming home. It is a 2 RBI single for Nico Kenapin. It does give us the lead. And we are not done yet because Drew Campbell comes in. 1 for 2 he is today. 2 out, 2 on. What can he do? 1 and 2 is the count. Come on, Drew. No, he strikes out. He ends the fourth, but not before we go in front. 2-1. And let's see what Hoff can do. 68 pitches deep already against Evers, who is 0 for 1 today. 0-2's the count. That is ripped in between the third baseman and the shortstop, and that is a leadoff single for Evers. And Hansen comes in, who is 1 for 1 today. First pitch swing from him. That is popped up. Should be caught there by... It's going to be Friedendorfer coming in to make the play. And that is one away. Runner obviously stays at first. Jacobson comes in. He's 0 for 1 today. Let's see what Hoff can do with him. Another first pitch swing. That is lined straight to Canopin. That is 2 away. And it's Hefner now, who walked last time up, I believe. First pitch swing from him. That is lined again to Canopin. Catching practice for the shortstop. And that'll do it for the third. Fourth even. 2-1 to the Flamingos. Leo Burra to lead us off. He's 0 for 2 today. And let's see what he can do. Leo Burra, apart from the RBI record, he's not too far away from a hits record for the club either. He needs 8 more hits this season to break the club hits record in a season. Post comes in now. Loaded full count, 1 out, no one on. And he has... a little swinging bunt, a little fumble there as well by the shortstop, was it? And it's an infield hit for Post. He finds himself on base. Kai Kabina, who's 0 for 1 today. Let's see what he can do. Post is looking for the steal. Post is going to get there as well, is he? Yes, he is. A second steal of the game. And let's see if Kabina can drive in this run for us now. Oh, they've hit him. They've taken revenge. And it is Friedendorfer, of course, getting close to that league RBI record. He has dropped it in, has he? Yes, he has. Is that going to be another RBI for him? Poster's coming home. Poster's going to score. It's 3-1 on the RBI single for Friedendorfer. 48 RBIs now for him this season. And Kyle Asher is 1 for 2. 2-2's the count. Asher pops it up. No, he doesn't. He sneaks it over. It loops over the second baseman's head to load the bases with 1 out. And it is David Koch in for the injured Coleman. He's batting .217 this season, our youngster. 3-0's the count. Are they going to walk in a run? No, Koch is going to drive in more than 1. That just might get 2 across the plate. It is a 2 RBI single for David Koch into the game for the injured Coleman. And it is 5-1 to the Flamingos. Marcel Vockel, who is 0 for 1 today with a chance to add to the lead. What can he do? Vockel, has he got it through? No, he hasn't. Is it the double play? No, it is not. So it's runners at the corners with 2 out, and it is Canopin, who is 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs already today. 0-2's the count, and he strikes out to end the 5th, but 3 runs across the plate. We're 5-1 up, and it is Benninghoff to continue to Logan Porter, who is 1 for 1 today. 0-1's the count. And that is lined. That's the 3rd time this in a row, isn't it? They've lined it straight to an infielder. Friedendorfer this time with the catch. Sade comes in, who's 0 for 1 today. A full count. And another strikeout for Hoff. Excellent stuff. He's halfway there to his 300 for the club. Lewin. Well, today anyway. He's more than halfway. That's 295 strikeouts. 1-2's the count on Lewin. That's another strikeout. That's 190. No, was it 296? That ends the 5th. We still have our 4-run lead. It's a pitching change for them as Miller comes on to face Drew Campbell, who is 1 for 3 today. It's a full count. What can he do? Come on, Drew. He has popped her up. It's deep. It's going to be caught just near the track there, though, and that'll be 1 away. And it's going to be Leo Burra coming in. He is 0 for 3 today. Had a poor day at the plate. A full count. No one on. 1 out. Burra gets a good piece of that. But again, straight to centre field. And that's 2 away for Ian Post, who is 1 for 2 today as well. 1-2 is also the count. Post pops it up. And that's going to end at the top of the 6th. 3 up, 3 down for the Flamingos. And is Hoff going to continue? He is. 88 pitches he's now thrown. Bendrian comes in to bat. He's 0 for 1 today. 0-2 is the count. And he's hit him. Well, that's silly, isn't it, Hoff? Come on, man. That gives the leadoff man aboard. Appelvich comes in. He's 0 for 2. 1-0 is the count. And that is popped up. It should be playable out there in centre field by Vockel. He does make the play. Runner goes back to first. That's 1 away. And Evers comes in, who is 1 for 2 today. 0-2's the count. Come on, Hoff. Sits him straight back down on 3 pitches. 2 away. Hansen comes in, who's 1 for 2 today. 1 and 2 is also the count. Have him off. He does. He ends the innings on a strikeout. That ends the 6th as well. It's 5-1 to the Flamingos. And we are 3 innings away from essentially winning this division. It's going to be Kubina to lead us off, who's 0 for 1 today. Kubina draws the leadoff walk, and that is nice. Friedendorfer comes in, 1 for 3 today, with an RBI, of course. First pitch swing, Friedendorfer up the middle. Friedendorfer with the single. Kubina will stay at second, and it's going to give Asher a chance here to drive in some runs. He is 2 for 3 today and having a very good time of things. 3 and 1's the count. Asher draws a walk, and that loads the bases for David Koch, the youngster. What can he do? He's 1 for 1 today with 2 RBIs. He has a chance to add to that here. He has hit into a double play though, and he will not get an RBI for that, even though a run crosses the plate. And suddenly it is 6-1, but loaded bases has turned to runner at third with 2 outs. It is Vockel with a chance to drive in a run here. He's 0 for 2 today. First pitch swing. Marcel Vockel grounds at the second base. And that'll do it for the top of the 7th. We stretch with a 6-1 lead. It could have been so much better though from that innings. And Hoff to continue with 8 strikeouts. Jacobson comes in to bat. 0-1 is the count. Jacobson down to first base. Kubina fields it comfortably. 1 away. And it brings in Hefner now, who is also 0 for 1. 1 and 0 is the count. Hefner grounds it there to Burra. Burra over to first, and that is 2 away. Very comfortable inning so far. It brings up Logan Porter, who is 1 for 2. A first pitch swing. That is going to loop over Burra into right field. Post has it, but it's going to be a 2-out single for their leadoff man. And the right fielder Sade comes in, who's 0 for 2 today. 1 and 2's the count. Sade sits down. And that will do it for the 7th. Let's see what we can do as we come back out to bat here. Top of the 8th with Canapin to lead us off. He is 1 for 3 today. 3 and 1's the count. Canapin has grounded at the second base, and that will be the first out of this innings. Drew Campbell comes in. He's 1 for 3 today. 3 and 0 is the count. Drew Campbell draws yet another walk. And that will be he's now 1st and 3rd all time on base on balls for this league. Leo Burra, 0 for 4 today, and another strikeout for Leo Burra. He's had a terrible day at the plate. New pitcher comes in. It's Godoy, I guess you'd pronounce that, to face Post. 0 and 2 on Post. Drew Campbell looks for the steal. He gets there. 17 stolen bases for him now this year, and can Post drive in a run. 2 and 2's the count. 2 out, the man at second. Come on, Posty. He has got it down into right field, and that will score Ian Post. No, it won't. It'll score Drew Campbell. Ian Post will go to second. An RBI double. It's now 7-1. And it's going to bring in Kai Kubina with a chance to extend this lead further with 2 out, runner at second. 1 and 2's the count. Kai Kubina gets it into left field, but it's going to be a simple catch out there to end the top of the 8th. We extend the lead by 1. It's 7-1 to the Flamingos, and it is Benninghoff to continue to Lewin, who is 0 for 1 today. 2 and 1's the count. You're going to have to swing the bat this time, mate. And it's popped up, is it, for Post? No, it's going to drop in. And it's a leadoff single for Lewin. Brings up Bendrian, who is 0 for 1 today. 1 and 0 is the count. That is... What's happened there? Asher's just missed it, has he? A swing and a miss, and a swing and a miss by the catcher as well. The runner goes to second. 2 and 2. That's a ground ball to Burra. Over to first, mate. There we go. Burra's had a poor day at the plate, but he's done okay in the field. That is 1 away. The runner goes to third. Appelvich, who's 0 for 3, is going to face Jennis Vindermeyer. So he will not get the 300th strikeout today. Vindermeyer comes in to hopefully finish this up for us. He's had a decent season himself so far. 0 and 1's the count, and that is lined out again to Canapin. I've never seen so many lined out balls in a game. That's 4. Evers comes in with 2 out, runner at third. Evers is 1 for 3 today. 0 and 2's the count. Vindermeyer sits him down, ends the 8th. It's still 7-1. And we'll go back to work here, see if we can add a few more insurance runs on here as Friedendorfer to lead us off, who is 2 for 4 today. 1 and 1's the count on the leadoff man. Come on, Friedendorfer. That is absolutely crushed. See you later, baseball. It's 8-1 as Friedendorfer sends the ball into the stands. His 49th home run, no, 49th RBI of the season. 394 feet over left field. And that was a wonderful piece of power hitting by Peter Friedendorfer. Well done to him. It brings Asher in, who is 3 for 2 today. 2 and 2's the count. What can he do? Not much is the answer. He gets struck out. And it brings up Koshi, who is 1 for 2 today. What can the young right fielder do? Playing as a designated hitter, of course, for the injured Coleman. He's got a decent piece of that, but straight to left field. And that'll be 2 away. And it's going to be Marcel Vockel with a chance now to keep this innings going for us. He's 0 for 3 today. A full count, 2 out, no one on. Marcel Vockel grounds at the shortstop, and that will do it for us. Oh, no, it won't. It's the second time, isn't it? He's induced an error. Or was it Asher the first time, maybe? Either way, Vockel finds himself at second. And it's going to be Canopin, who is 1 for 4 today with a chance to further extend this lead. 1 and 2's the count. Canopin grounds at the shortstop. Can he get it this time? Hooray! There we go. He does get the out, but that'll do it for our innings. It is 8-1 as we go into the 9th. It is Vindermeyer to continue. Hansen to the plate. 1 for 3 he is today. A full count on the leadoff man, having Janis. He does. A wonderful strikeout there. His second of the game. And it is going to be Brown coming in. They're pinch hitting because they don't want to admit they've been beaten. His first at bat for the season. 0-2's the count. 0-3 is now the count. That's another strikeout for Vindermeyer. They're down to their final out. It is Hefner to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Let's see what Vindermeyer can do with him. It's a ground ball. Nick Hennepin has it over to first, and that'll do it. We've beaten the Untouchables 8-1. So it's a 3-game lead we have over the Untouchables now. We only have to play them one more time. It's looking increasingly likely now that we are going to win this division, which is absolutely incredible. So I think what we'll do, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. I think what we'll do is, unless something starts to go horribly wrong and it looks like these last games are going to matter, we'll be back next episode for Game 1 of the playoffs. It's, of course, a reminder of what we learned last season. It's a round-robin playoff, so there is no sort of series. It's just a round-robin. So we'll be back for Game 1 of that round-robin series. If we have a quick look at who it is we could be playing, well, we know the Untouchables are going to be there. It's looking as though it could be Butchbinder, which is a fantastic name. Heidenheim, I guess you'd pronounce that. Mainz Athletics, who we played last year, are there. It's probably going to be 2 of those 3. So that's what we have to look forward to next episode. Until then, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.